have another guy, Rudy. We've been reading our messages. Bear with us. We've been checking our inbox. What I need to do sometime too, folks, is I like to see a picture. So I'm going straight to my iPhone, just getting a picture. What's his name?
Wendell George.
Wendell George. Just to get a picture. Well, Wendell concern tonight is, will his wife ever have a kid?
Yeah, they've been trying for some time to have a child or to start a family. And, this is something that is apparently bothering him.
Well, what I can do, I do a lot of personal things through it. Sometimes I don't like to put or repeat anything personal on it. So I will just read what the card says. I'll ask Wendell to call me on my other phone. My number is 374-9885. And you can send a message to my inbox. And I will tell you some personal things. I don't feel comfortable talking personal things about your wife with the doctor and what's taking place in their personal life. I don't want to say it. It offends me to be, using these kind of different language and things. So I'll get that in my inbox. So what I ask you to do, Wendell, is I'm going to tell you what's going on with your wife. Now I'm going to tell you what's going on in your mind. And after, we're going to come back to him and tell him exactly what's going on with his wife. Or I will just go straight to the wife. Well, so I'll go straight to his wife.
Okay.
What do you think, Rudy?
Well, remember we have 5 cards and we have a whole long lineup there, so you're gonna deal with some of the issues now, unfortunately, and then coming afterwards. So just touch briefly, and then you could probably inbox Wendell afterwards.
Yeah, and this the guy we did just now, I'm asking to post. Andre, please post your comment on the wall.
We saw your comment. You said you missed the thing. You could go back to the live stream website and you'll be able to see that first segment. It's already posted. That's why we took a little bit longer. And then we're coming back again to you after Wendell. We're coming back to you.
Stay there.
To let you know exactly, as Winston said, what happened to your mother or with your mother.
Yeah, what was going on with your mother at the time. And go through exactly what happened and what was going on. And, so we can have this show going.
Yeah, sure.
So again, let's go. So I'm going to do the usual shuffle.
Everybody's excited. I'm always excited when you have to do a reading. You kind of, usually get goosebumps when you're reading. People like to get goosebumps when you're talking, when you have to do these things with these people.
What will make this show really interesting, folks, is that I want you all to come down to these. I would love for you all not just to be there, but to be part on the show. I want you all to come down, take my number, send a message to my inbox, to my Facebook, send it to my wall. I would love you all to take part on the show, on the set, so I can do a very up and personal thing with you all there, and you can have your input in the show where, with all these other psychics, they tell you, like a guy called me last week and tell me if I can do palm reading. I don't read palm. That's a thing of the past. People don't read palm. People want to know what's going on with them today, tomorrow, and the next day, and what's taking place. So again, I would love you to be here so I can interact with you as it is live. It will bring a lot more meaning to this show, Rudy. So Wendell George, what we're going to do is just give you this 5 card and tell you exactly what's taking place. Now, this is about your wife, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on in her mind. We cannot, again, do the whole reading. You need to do a full reading to know the exact thing that is going on with your wife. And I can't say the personal things on air too, which I think is, it is very personal. So I'll give you a quick thing of what's going on, try to give you a detail as fast as I could. Okay, so Wendell, this is what's going on with your wife. There's good news. There is showing that there's a child in the making, and you're feeling sometimes that it's time to just pack up and move on.
Look, I get goosebumps now.
You have one edge.
I get goosebumps.
So it does show that there's a child involved, and this is becoming very frustrating for you as a person, thinking, if this child is not happening, should I start packing up and move on? Sometimes I don't know how you feel physically. I don't know if it's if something is wrong with you. You feel probably something, I don't like to use these words, physical terms, and word like sexual thing. I don't want to use those things on this show, but it shows that there's something. I don't know if you feel like something is wrong, how you feel. Also, I'm seeing you concerned about, you don't want to spend too much money by a doctor going and taking, going all over the place, because you find it very difficult for your wife. The doctor's probably telling you that there may be a lot of difficult things happening at the time. You're holding your money, but again, you want to spend your money to see what's going on. In an event like this, Rudy, you see the first card shows there's a child. The energy shows that there's a child, but you're feeling when they're like it's time to pack up. Like, do I forget about this child? No, you don't need to. You need to just hang in there. When you call me personally, I'll do a quick thing for you on the phone and I'll tell you exactly what you have to do. There is a child. Now, this is something happening to me for the last 16, 17 years. People come here and they say they can't have a child. But I will tell them what I see. Like a friend of mine come in and said, look, I can't have a kid here. I don't know what to do. And I said, you need to go to St. Lucia. You need to go to Barbados. There's something there. There's something happening on vacation. Go there. Change the whole mood. You know, first deal with your doctors. That is something I can tell you off air, what you need to do, because I'm seeing it here. But then again, I can't say it on here.
I'm interested because sometimes the anxiety and the stress of people trying so hard after waiting so long to start a family, probably a change in environment is good also.
But remember, a child is a child from God. So it starts from you and your wife putting with both hands together and calling on the Lord. Because nothing happens without a birth in this world, and a death from someone is all from God. So I guess your first step, Wendell, is putting your hands to God. And then from there, He'd guide you, He'd lead you. But what I'm seeing from here, that there is a child in the making. Do not give up. Don't pack up. Don't walk away. I know sometimes you feel sexually, sometimes things may not be compatible, but you are. Stay there. We'll be right back again, Rudy, to do your reading about your wife after this message here. Okay. So hang in there. We'll be back. So we'll take one more person. We'll try to do two more. But then stay right there, Wendell. I'll tell you what's going on with your wife. But there is a child in the making. Trust me when I tell you that I've done this several times. Rudy. So folks, you say Rudy?
No, we'll be right back.
Right? We'll be right back.